Welcome to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, host to the 17th UN Convention dedicated strictly to combating global desertification. Secretariat Yasmin Fuad opened the sessions with a specific plea: make this a COP of implementation. That means finding the actual investment required to treat dying land. But as the week unfolded, the verified record showed no sudden influx of capital. Instead, it delivered the International Union for Conservation of Nature's new global restoration database. This chart shows the total area governments have reported as restored or under improved management. It hits 124.3 million hectares. But look at the scale. That number is dwarfed by the roughly 1.2 billion hectares actually pledged across global frameworks. It is just 10.4% of the total goal. We have reached a point where our accounting tools are arriving long before the cash required to fulfill them. We are building world-class ledgers, but confusing our ability to count with our ability to fund. The IUCN database is an aggregate of official government reporting. Its baseline accuracy is strictly bound to what individual nations choose to track and file. This map of sub-Saharan Africa highlights a structural blind spot in that method. The region reports an area equal to just 5% of its pledges. That creates an unresolvable ambiguity. We cannot tell if these countries are failing to restore the land or simply failing to report their activity to the system. To understand the actual friction on the ground, we have to look past the area targets and test the financial liquidity facing Africa's landscape, specifically the Great Green Wall. This vertical chart maps the current capital requirements according to the African Development Bank. The initiative needs at least $33 billion by 2030. Next to it, we see more than $19 billion listed as committed. But look closely at that committed block. That figure is an aggregate of past pledges. It does not equal actual disbursed cash flowing to projects on the ground. Hectares claimed against a pledge and dollars promised against a need are completely different measurements. We cannot read a reporting gap and a delivery gap as the same problem. This rapid expansion of tracking infrastructure extends beyond sovereign policy. It is happening simultaneously across carbon markets and remote sensing. This week, registries Verra and Gold Standard released a joint tool to consolidate accounting records for authorized carbon units. Its strict boundary is to help host countries populate reporting tables under Article 6.2 of the Paris Agreement. It is a reporting aid, not a funding mechanism. Concurrently, Aberystwyth University published headline data for Global Mangrove Watch, mapping remote sensing data from 1985 to 2025. It records a net global gain of over 47,000 hectares, sitting right beside a massive 2,000 square kilometer loss in Indonesia alone. These maps and market tools provide vital external screening. They make delivery legible. But a satellite map establishes neither cause nor permanence, and an accounting ledger pays no bills. When area-based accounting outpaces continuous liquidity, the landscape burns. Indonesia's escalating fire season is the immediate proof. The Forestry Ministry detected nearly 12,000 hotspots nationwide in a single 24-hour window, pushing a thick cross-border haze into Malaysia that forced nearly 600 schools to close. To understand the failure, look back to the counterfactual success of 2019. By re-wetting dried peatlands, authorities cut fire occurrence across thousands of square kilometers by 22%. Those re-wetted areas successfully triggered area-based indicators, entering the global ledgers as hectares restored. But those ledgers have a fatal blind spot. Because there was no continuous financial mechanism for maintenance, the physical infrastructure decayed. By 2023, independent civil society field checks revealed that 70% of sampled canal blocks were damaged, actively reversing the recorded ecological gains. Now, with the official mandate of the National Peatland Restoration Agency expired and its budget dissolved, the fires have surged back into the void. Hectares on a spreadsheet mean nothing if the underlying infrastructure collapses. Until every area target recorded in a ledger comes attached to a verified long-term maintenance budget, we are simply taking notes on our own failure.